Ciao, everybody. Welcome to the Bianconeri Zone, and today's live show is going to be on, well, the draw or whatever conspiracy theory you guys have on it. With me, as always, is Alejandro Vansalo. What's up, buddy?
Good, third time.
You had a crazy day today for the channel. I don't know if anyone on here right now watched Alejandro today, but he was feeling it because
Nothing was working.
UEFA doesn't know UEFA doesn't know what they're doing. Obviously, it's quite clear. They were not prepared, but we move. First were drawn with Sporting, and then the second time we were drawn with Villarreal, narrowly missing out on PSG.
So the first time, I already was confused. So nothing was working, not the mic, not the cam. So I had to improvise first time, and so I had on a dodgy stream. Not an illegal stream, but it was dodgy because I needed to pull out my phone, my laptop. And I was all confused because it started when I started the live, and I saw Manu, and then I saw Villarreal, and I saw Atletico, and then City, and they were moving things. I was like, what the hell is happening over here? Like, but I was not in it, so I was just going on. And then we got Sporting. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll take it.
Whatever everything else happened, sure, we got Sporting, whatever.
I was like, okay, and then the second time, like I had the perfect stream, like it was live TV. It glitched. I don't know why. Like you can see my Wi-Fi, it was moving mad. So it was glitched. So I saw Juve, and then I don't know what happened. I saw PSG, and I thought it was PSG, and then it glitched away, and I was like, oh no.
Like Stephanie said there, she shit herself too because she thought she's like, oh, we got PSG like you said, and then obviously it never happened like that.
I was confused, but still.
We had I gave the percentages earlier. Like realistically, it was the percentages ranged for us was like 14 to 18% for every team.
Yeah.
And Villarreal was one of the higher ones. Sporting wasn't. Sporting was a 14% chance of happening. So that first time it happened, something happened. Like something messed up big time for them to obviously having to redraw a Champions League knockout stage. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, they misplaced the balls. Like they.
Yeah.
It was so.
And then I read.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I want to say. So I reacted. I said I preferred Sporting over Villarreal. Like you didn't speak, so tell me. Who did you prefer? Because I think Villarreal is a harder game. And I know they're like league position-wise, it doesn't make sense. But just overall, because of their coach and the fact they won the Europa League against United next summer. Like 4 times for Unai Emery. So he can coach. So that's why I think personally it's a more difficult game than facing Sporting.
He can coach in these type of scenarios.
Yeah.
His philosophy doesn't really work out in play in like you know what I'm trying to say. Like his league position is always weirdly mid-table or like a little bit higher.
Last season,
obviously, right now,
Last season he missed out on top 4 on the last day, and then he won the Europa League, so he got into Champions League with a very aging team and with no budget at all. It's insane what he did. Like, you need to respect that.
Yeah, so the style of play, obviously Sporting plays much, much nicer, attractive football. I watched their group stage games against Dortmund and Ajax. Like they're very free flowing and open, and they don't have any main players. Not main players. They don't have any like star names. But Villarreal, they do have like Pau Torres. I like a lot. Pau Torres is what Bonucci was.
I was confused.
Defending and playing the ball.
I was confused last season. Then I saw in the Euros. I was like, I don't see it. Like I wasn't convinced. But this season he picked it up. He really picked it up.
I think his play with the ball is very, very high level. I think that's one of the reasons why City wanted him as well. But his defending is obviously not. It's nothing special, but again, he can do a job.
Yeah.
Raul will be all beside him. Very tight knit, very good Spanish. Obviously, they got a connection there. That Peruvian left back, he can run forever. He's probably better than Alexandro, to be honest.
Yeah, that's not
and their double pivot of Parejo and Etienne Capoue. Again, they just move. Like Parejo is very good on the ball. kind of lazy, but like very good on the ball. But Etienne Capoue, like he does everything else, and they're a well-drilled team. We do not have the firepower that Man United had to get them out of a tough situation. That's the reality.
Like,
so it's going to be tough.
They scored 3 away goals to Atalanta. Like,
yeah,
that's kind of insane. Okay, they conceded 2. They concede a lot of goals. They concede quite a lot of goals, which is kind of strange, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they do concede some goals. I think they scored like 50 goals in the group stages and conceded like 9 or 10.
That's weird for Villarreal.
Yeah, that's weird. So it's not all perfect, but it's like
I'm saying over a 2-game set, I think they're more equipped to scare teams than Sporting is.
Yeah, because Sporting are more open. I think that suits out better. Like we saw it in the Champions League this season, it suits out better. Like I don't think it's gonna be walkovers like many think, but we should make it out of the. Like, we should advance at the end of the day. Like over 2 legs, with no away goal rule, you should be beating Villarreal. I'm sorry, even in the state we are in, you should be like you cannot go out after you have gone out against Ajax. Maybe people say Ajax had kicked out Real Madrid. It was a crazy Ajax team. Still, the way we went out, it was embarrassing. It was kind of embarrassing. Then style, Lyon, Porto, now Villarreal. Like you cannot do that. Like, and especially for Allegri, because like it's gonna be, how you wanna call it, kind of indictment. Yeah, it's gonna be like on you as a coach moving forward.
Yeah.
But I'll read some comments first. Yeah, but here, okay. Hanine saying, I missed that first watch along. Could we had another draw? I wish I missed that one as well. Alvin is saying, hello guys from Lagos. Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, Stephanie said almost a heart attack. Same. Bon is saying, United and Atalanta scored goals against them, but they have a better attack than us. Hope we get Vlahovic in January. Yeah, they do. They do. But still, like, it shouldn't be.
They do because of the coaching philosophy. We probably have better players on paper, but we do not have a style of play. So I'll put that in there.
Yeah.
Style of play matters.
Let me see. That's there from Stephanie. Oh, it's glitched. We have a coach. Say that's the difference with us and them. They have a coach they're using the strengths of his players and are really organized. I kind of agree, and it's kind of weird because I said it in a video, like Allegri's thing basically was to find solutions, and even his in-game management when he was in his first spell with us was unmatched, I would say, in Europe. Like his in-game decision making and tweaks he made, like were so obvious and they worked. Like even when you were, remember that Tottenham game, he brought on Lichtsteiner and what's the other names? The other player's name.
Was it? Didn't you bring on Khedira?
No. He brought on Lichtsteiner. No, on the other side of the field. So he brought on Lichtsteiner and I forgot.
Well, it wouldn't be Sandro. It would be.
It was Asamoah.
Was it Asamoah?
I think it was Asamoah. But
maybe
he brought the 2 players, and Tottenham had no idea what to do because they were bombing on forward, and Tottenham were still playing narrow, and they had all the space in the world, and they exploited it. And those 2 changes, it was Asamoah, changed the game completely because we were getting dominating. We were nowhere, and we changed that tie in like 15 minutes or 12 minutes, and it was so obvious. But like he did it time and time again. Now he's even struggling to set up the team just to start the game, and it's kind of, what do you want to call it? It's kind of worrying. Because like that's why we brought him in. Yeah.
Why were we complaining about Pirlo last year? Because he couldn't do in-game management.
Yeah, we said it. Like that's.
Yeah.
Again, we had a different squad back then. Like if you're gonna bring in players like Rabiot, Betancourt, it's not gonna help. I know that. So I get that, but still, like since the start of the season, it hasn't shown, and that's kind of worrying for me. But then again, like we should be beating Villarreal over 2 legs. I'm just saying I preferred Sporting because they play more open, and I think that suits us more. That's that. But I would say the same things with Sporting.
Yeah, Dominique makes a good point. It's we need a proper striker to capitalize on the chances we will get.
Yeah, but like we're not getting one. Like it's
No,
Morata
I'm
until
not. Yeah, I'm not
oh
saying we
okay.
are. I'm just saying
Yeah, so
we need a proper striker.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
for
saying.
sure. But like for now, until
Yeah,
the end of the season, it's that. I don't really
it is
believe
what it
that
is.
PSG is gonna let Icardi go just for 6 months and then he returns. Like it doesn't make sense for PSG because they're not in a situation where they need to get the wages of their books for six
Yeah,
months. So I said it. If you can get Icardi for 6 months, that's it. Maybe, but then again, his form since he joined PSG ain't great, and he played in a much better team.
yeah,
So I'm not really convinced. It's kind of desperation mode, I think, at the moment, just to bridge those
yeah.
6 months because it's clear who the next striker needs to be. Like, it couldn't be clearer.
He's some Serbian guy
Yeah, Mitrovic from Fulham.
who looks like human Shrek. Have you seen those pictures?
Who? No, I have not.
You know what Shrek is, obviously, right?
Yeah. But, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So remember human. Human Shrek, not the
Oh,
green
oh,
one.
now you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does, to be honest.
Yeah. So going back on like the whole Villarreal thing, they do have some decent players in attack as well. They got Gerard Moreno. They got Danjume,
Don't you?
who's a nice little player.
Yeah, he
They
is.
got the young 18-year-old Santimino or something or something similar to that. I can't remember. And then they have actually a guy who can come off the bench and scare people as well. And Samuel Chukwueze, the Nigerian guy, that guy's good.
Yeah.
Who's coming off our bench, like you're saying, for Allegri to change the game or like game management?
Yeah. So
who's going to do that?
I said I was not expecting any changes. Also, 32 people in the live, only 12 likes. So get the likes up.
Get those up.
I was saying I don't expect anyone to come in January, but going off the latest reports, it seems like
they're desperate, and that's not good.
Yeah, something is gonna happen, especially because players are moving out. For some reason, we are shipping out players. Like we should be shipping them out, but like I don't want like I said it, I don't want desperate signings in January for like with the thought of we may save our season with these two players. If we don't save them, they're gonna be like squad players or just like not what we really wanted. So that's not something I don't want. Like so that's why I said like do loan deals then to bridge those 6 months gap. If it's gonna work out, you keep them. If not, you have no commitment to those players.
Yeah.
And also
It's got. Yeah, go ahead.
No, one thing. Basically, the report is saying, two midfielders out and one striker. That's a lot of change too. In no time, like those players are coming in and the season is going on. When the transfer market is, so they need to come in and they need to do a job. So it's not going to be easy either way. We have a busy
January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a big January. So it's not even going to be easy if you're going to add two new players into a squad that's already struggling. So, yeah. Either way, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah. Justin's going to have a fun January doing the transfer meter or whatever, doing the daily shows. And then we're going to have fun talking about Icardi for a month.
Oh, boy.
What's your stance right now? You're saying yes to Icardi in for a loan, no obligation.
For 6 months, like...
No obligation, though.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Strictly
if I get
a dry loan or an option?
No, dry loan. I don't even want an option because I want Vlahovic. So because if there's an option, there's a danger the club will say, "Oh, we take it."
Yeah.
And I don't want that. Again, I don't think he's coming in and changing like his form. His form is very worrying. His form is worrying, but maybe because at the moment, creating chances is not a problem. It's finishing them. You never know.
Who's better at that? Who's better at that than Icardi in Serie A with limited touches?
Maybe, that was an insane stat when he was playing in Serie A. That was insane.
Yeah.
Like he had almost no touches. Like every touch was a goal. Again, his form has gone out of the window ever since he left. So it's a risk. That's why I said loan. Maybe you never know. Maybe he converts the chances and then you might have a go at something.
So in the chat, let us. What's your thoughts on Icardi? Icardi, yes, dry loan only. Icardi, yes, with an option, or Icardi with obligation because some people might be nuts and want that.
Yeah, Mohamed wants
Let
it.
us know.
Um,
So Spiros is asking who is coming. Going back to the report saying two midfielders out, you need to replace somebody. Who's coming in? Is it Zakaria or is it?
I have no idea. Like that's like there's all this talk about Arthur, Ramsey, maybe Rabiot or Bentancur leaving, but there's no rumors about who's coming in. So
Exactly.
it doesn't really like the Zakaria rumors are gone. Witsel, Romeo said no. So
Yeah.
who's coming in? And that's why I say I don't want desperation signings like
Yeah.
Rincon,
Exactly.
like just to fill some gap, like
Rincon.
or yeah, you know what I mean, like those type of players, Hernanes, like these type of players, like it's not gonna help us. So I don't know. Like there are no names out there, like none.
Yeah.
And also,
Exactly.
if you just sit back, who's available? Like who and which team is gonna send out their like not best player, but a decent player in January?
Exactly. Like we need game changers, so we don't need another Rabiot. This is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, so that's why I would say that's why I'm saying don't do desperate moves because like
Haneen's probably right.
What did he say?
Rovella.
Yeah, because this is interesting because there was a rumor from Daniele Longo. I said it like he's kind of hit or miss, but Genoa are in for Ranocchia. They want to bring him now in January, and maybe there's something behind of that. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe they say we take
you
Rovella.
do goodwill. Yeah, exactly.
We take Rovella now, and we give you Ranocchia. You can have Ranocchia until the end of the season or something like that. Is it beneficial for Ranocchia? I don't know.
I think it is. They're a shit team with no quality in midfield, and Ranocchia can get some Serie A experience, and then you can make an assessment there.
Okay, so that's again. There's no links or no proof for my theory, but
you expedite his Serie A process if he's going to be an option next year. Like, but Jolie should probably go, but Cremonese is probably not going to let him go.
No, they're fighting for Serie A. They're not letting him go.
Exactly.
But I saw the reports about Ranocchia, and I was thinking maybe that's something behind that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, I was not a fan of bringing in Rovella in January because I want them to grow, and we are struggling.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna let Arthur leave, Ramsey, so you need to fill those how you want to call it, those men, just number wise, and the way Bentancur is playing, Rabiot is playing, like, geez, we're desperate, like, can it get any worse?
We don't want to, like, Moretti's 18 or just turned 18. We don't want that.
No. But yeah, like, I don't know. There are no links so far, so
this is what So again, like Nico Shearer's been on a bender recently. He's just saying all these guys are leaving.
Nobody's coming in.
Yeah, no, and he's not mentioned one incoming. I'm like, yes, keep rifling off these names. Gone. Tick, tick, tick. Even Kulusevski's saying $35 million to Arsenal. Okay, tick. Cool. Mm-hmm. But like, who's coming?
Yeah. And also, so the title of the show is Allegri needs to earn his money, and I think he needs. Now is the moment that he needs to show why he's earning 7 million euros for the next 4 years. Like, we know the quality of the squad. It is what it is, but we shouldn't be in this situation. Like, we shouldn't. Like, we should be higher up. We should be in a much better position, playing wise, but also position wise. So now is his time to shine. Also in the Champions League, like, you need to beat Villarreal. I don't care how.
Yeah,
I'm not saying win the Champions League because that's unrealistic, but you need to go. Like, you got I don't want to say, you got kind of a golden opportunity. Like, you got away with it with finishing first, and then avoiding PSG and Atletico Madrid. Now you, as a coach, with the reputation you have, you need to capitalize us on that. I said it before, like, quarterfinals should be the bare minimum for this club, and then you never know. Like, if you get City, Liverpool, it's difficult. Even if we had the squad from 4 years back, it's a kind of even game. Like, everything can happen. But quarterfinals should be the bare minimum every year in, year out. That's how you
agree.
Stable, consistent club. And then that's what I always said. Like, if you're in the quarterfinals for the next, let's say, out of the next 10 years, you make it 8 times in the quarterfinal. the chances
Yep.
of you winning it are significantly high, in my opinion, because that means you're consistent. You have been there, you've done that, and you can build on it. That's basically what City are doing. Like, they're gonna win it now. In 2 seasons, they're gonna win it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Champions League is super super hard to win.
yeah,
Like if you're a club that isn't Real Madrid or Bayern Munich, you know what I mean? Like or I guess an English team as well because they got just infinite sums of money.
yeah.
But it is the trophy that makes Juventus fans go crazy. It's kind of funny because I have no expectations for the Champions League at all. I also have no expectations now in Serie A. Like no result shocks me. And from this point forward, no result will shock me for the rest of the season. To be honest,
No,
I don't know if you're in that same boat. Yeah.
no. Like I would say now, I don't think we're gonna win away to Bologna. I really don't. Like, I don't see it without Dybala, without creators up front. I don't see
Yeah.
how we're gonna beat Bologna away. Like, no idea, because we have seen against Venezia how we play without Dybala in there.
Yeah.
There's nothing up there. So, but it wouldn't surprise me in January if we play Milan and Napoli and we beat them. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. Like,
Yeah.
I would be, yeah. And then next week we play, I don't know, Venezia or Empoli away and we draw.
Yeah.
So I will be like, yeah, that's the season we are having. That's it.
Random results.
Like the
here and
Chelsea
there,
game.
Like
Nobody expected us to win that game against Chelsea, and we
Yeah.
won that game. And I'm still kind of shocked. Like, how did we pull that off? But we
Yeah.
did, and then we go to Verona and like we get absolutely spanked.
yeah, like outworked, outchanced, outscored, everything.
Michael is saying late to the stream. I watched Villarreal Atalanta game last Thursday, and Villarreal outplayed Atalanta, who just recently outplayed Juve. I don't think Atalanta outplayed us. I think they were crap. Like, they had one shot on target, they took it, and we didn't take our chances. That's it. And we were poor, especially the first half. It was just insane.
Like, nothing Atalanta did made us bad. We were just so bad.
Yeah. Stephanie's saying
That's
Atalanta
what it
had a
was,
lot
yeah.
of chances. 2, they couldn't convert. Same shit like Juve. They lost their opportunities, and Villarreal countered. They have holes. Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're perfect at the back, Villarreal. They aren't, but they're a very stubborn team to break down, in my opinion. If they want to be stubborn, they can be stubborn. And I think
For us, they're going to be a stubborn defense for us to play against.
They are. Let me see. If Icardi comes, will he be able to play Champions League for us? Yeah, he can. The rules changed.
Rule's gone now.
The rules changed. Let me see. Things will change in January, says Dan Barilla. The board knows we're in a bad state right now. I get that. Like, everybody knows that. But it's not like the January transfer window. It's not like the summer transfer window. Like, it's not like everyone is available and you can negotiate for 2 months, even longer. And the season is not starting. Like, it's like someone coming in for De Ligt now. We're not selling De Ligt. Like, it doesn't make sense. Or Nip Locatelli or Chiesa. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you're not selling those players. Clubs want those players. Like, we want Tchouaméni, but Monaco are not saying, take Tchouaméni and we will play, I don't know, some random player we get from Nancy or something, or from Rennes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to happen.
They're trying to fight. Everyone has objectives at this point. This is why I always say we like, January is the time for reclamation projects.
Yeah.
Like, guys who are in tough situations, you take a chance on them. Except for, again, I'm going to point out that Fernando Torres one, 10 years ago when he went to Chelsea. Another one, Virgil van Dijk. Like, those ones are, like, out of the blue. But, like, they're not reclamation projects.
Well, that's like, they got him from Southampton and they paid some crazy
They paid
money.
70 mil.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's Southampton. Like, if we were maybe if we go to Monaco and we say we pay you 70 mil, Monaco would say, oh, yeah, take him.
Yeah, that's, you overpay in January.
Yeah, that's what you do. The Eagle Eye is saying, I'm fearful we're going to mess up another winnable draw. I wouldn't be shocked. Like, I wouldn't.
That's just what we just said.
Then someone say I need to smile. There's nothing to smile at the moment. Let's be real. There isn't.
Yeah.
Like I said it off stream. If we were 4 years ago, I would come on the stream and say we're gonna smash Villarreal and we're going all the way, but we're not. So yeah. If no Ricardi, will you take Scamacca on loan? I mean, there's no chance Sassuolo are loaning him out to us mid-season.
No.
Like, they want big money in the summer. I don't think he's worth that money at the moment. So I think we should stay away from that. I said it. There's only one player and we cannot get him in January. So it's Morata or bust. Keane or Caio.
It's no. What about De Grazia?
Oh yeah, he has stole his goal. Maybe Morata
remember
stops
that?
stealing his goals and he gets firing.
Yeah. Before we continue on, guys and girls, whoever's listening, we do have our holiday giveaway coming up, and it's going to be announced next week. So get your whatever you have to do to get in to the draw. Get your stuff in. We're at 1,875 subscribers, so we're almost at 1,900, which is crazy. And again, I am going to have the coach's corner for Niccolò Fagioli soon. I just learned the software. I just learned the programs. So I'm going to be ready to go with that soon. Like the video, how many are we at?
50. I mean, only 26 likes.
50?
Yeah.
Oh, 50 people only. What the heck is that?
Yeah.
You're pulling a UEFA on us. That's garbage. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all of our latest stuff. And if you guys were notified of Alejandro's 2 videos today, then you're doing it right. You guys are doing it right then.
Of course, when Juve play attractive football, we face Bayern and we were shy when we get Porto, Lyon, and get smacked low. And we should have won that Bayern game if Evra just booted that ball out of the Allianz Arena. Like we were all over Bayern that game. Like, it was 1-2. It should be like 2-4 or something crazy. Like, Morata missed chances that game. Called offside for 1 goal. He wasn't offside for. Cuadrado like hit the post, like almost on the line. Or Neuer, he hit Neuer almost like that game. I said it. How many times? Like that season.
Yeah, that's the season you said. That's the season you said we should have won.
Yeah, we played. That was, in my opinion, we played the best football under Allegri. Like, it was fluent, like it was fun to watch, and I had the feeling like nobody can beat us, not even Bayern. And I was so disappointed that game. After that game,
I was gonna say, as soon as they scored the goal to make it go to extra time, I was like, we're losing this.
Yeah, of course. Like we had nothing. We had nothing anymore. Like, we gave it all, and we should have won that game quite easily, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that was Allegri basically. That was like he no Dybala because he was injured, and he did it.
Oh, shock!
Like, he did it. Like the way to Real Madrid, 3-0 down, no Dybala. Like, there were more players. Who was out that day?
I remember Matuidi had the game of his life.
Yeah, like that game was just, it's like nobody believed anything. Like, we're just going for vibes to Madrid.
Yeah.
And like he outcoached, he outcoached everyone in that game besides Benatia messing up at the end. Like, it was perfect. That game was perfect, and I believe we would have won that game if Benatia didn't make that mistake, because we still had fresh legs on the bench.
Yeah, time out. Is that a penalty shot?
I think it was. It was clumsy.
In VAR.
I think.
Is that a penalty shot?
Yeah, if it was VAR, they would have given it. Like, it's clumsy.
Okay.
At the time, I was angry. I was like, come on. But like, we would have won that game because we still had Cuadrado on the bench. He was coming on. Like, we have fresh legs.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think Hanine asked, am I going to watch Cremonese games? I have been. I found a way to watch Cremonese. So on my betting app, it allows you to watch. So I've been watching Cremonese games. So there's that. But in the Champions League, we do have a bit of a sour history, obviously. It's really tough to be optimistic as a Juventus fan in the Champions League, because how could you be?
Yeah.
You've seen in recent times. You've seen when we were great. We stink it up against in the final. 3-1 loss, 4-1 loss.
Yeah.
Probably should have beat Milan in 2003, lost in penalty shots. It is what it is.
The only final where we like to be honest, almost had no chance was a Barcelona final. That was insane. Like the three up
Yeah,
front,
and we could have won that game.
yeah, we shouldn't have won that game, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we had
That
a
first half
chance.
we were so bad. That first half we were really bad.
Yeah, and the second half after that 1-1, we picked it up for 50 minutes, and then it got 1-2, and it was over. Like 3-1. Okay, that came in the last second. Like it didn't matter. But other than that, the other finals were kind of, how do you want to call it? Not even, but like balanced.
Yeah. The 4-1 Real Madrid game was horrible because of the second goal we conceded. It was a long shot from Casemiro, went off Khedira's dick or something, and then went in.
The worst thing I was in.
How do you plan that? How do you react to that? Obviously, you have to have the mentality to do it, but
yeah, the second half we completely collapsed. Like something happened in the second half at that time. Paredes is saying 3 years losing with horrible teams, and this year we are the worst team in 10 years. Villarreal going to destroy us. We can't win against Venezia. I don't think Villarreal are gonna destroy us. We are in a bad situation, but like Champions League is different. Like we've seen it this season. Like I rather watch us play in the Champions League than in Serie A.
We had one bad game.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I'm going to take that back. We were bad against Malmo too.
Yeah, we were bad, but like I kind of like we made many changes. Like, nobody expected us to finish first. I don't think even the players, to be honest. So, but like we shouldn't be getting destroyed by Villarreal. Should be a sackable offense. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree.
Like it should be a sackable offense. Like you got sacked for that reason 4 years ago. Sarri probably got sacked for that, and his relationship with the players. Pirlo messed up, like messing up against Villarreal. That that shouldn't happen.
Yeah,
sorry.
I agree. But it won't happen though.
What?
I'm saying worst case scenario. If we do go out to Villarreal, he's not getting fired.
He should be, in my opinion.
But he's not going to.
Let's imagine he has everyone available. So we play Villarreal. He has Chiesa. He has Dybala. Like everybody's fit. I don't think that's possible with us because we have no time. We have everybody fit. But if he has everybody fit and he still messes up that tie, I think that's a sackable offense. And I like Allegri. Like I'm probably one of his biggest fans. But I will criticize him. And if he doesn't beat Villarreal with everyone available, like even if Dybala's missing or Chiesa's missing, for me, that's a sackable offense. Like it shouldn't be happening. Like the club shouldn't be, how do you want to say it, accepting this, lowering their
the standard.
The standard. Even if you gave him a 4-year deal, that's your mistake. I get that you're gonna rebuild. And if we got PSG and we were to be knocked out by PSG, I'm like, yeah, I mean, what do you expect? Look at the quality difference. But it's Villarreal. You should be beating Villarreal over 2 ties. I'm sorry. With no away goal.
Here's a question then. Say, like you said, all of our players are available, and obviously we can't. This is a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
If all our players are available and we do not progress, you say he should be fired.
Yeah, at the end of the season.
Oh, at the end of the season. Okay, I thought you meant like March 17th after the second.
No, you're not gonna sack your coach in March unless you're completely out of the top 4 race. They're not gonna do that, but like you cannot lose. You cannot go out against Villarreal. I'm sorry, like you can't.
Yeah.
Even in the mess we are in, you cannot go out against Villarreal.
A bunch of fans or a bunch of commenters are saying he should be gone after if we don't get 4th place and.
If we don't get 4th place, he's not going to leave. He's not going to leave if he didn't get 4th place because like they gave him the deal. They need a rebuild. I get that. You should be making top 4, and probably other clubs would sack Allegri or their coach if they wouldn't make top 4. But they're not gonna do that. Now, losing against Villarreal, like going out against Villarreal over 2 legs when there's money on the line, important money for the club, that's not okay. Like that's lowering your demands, and it shouldn't be accepted by the club, by us. even in a rebuild, even in a, how you want to call it, in a worse position in the last 12 years, maybe
Yeah.
it shouldn't be accepted. Mo saying losing top 4 and 16 route, he must be sacked if it happens. Yeah, I agree. But I'm saying if he beats Villarreal, he goes through and he doesn't make top 4, he's not gonna be sacked.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mergen makes a good point.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, Mergen. Shamatai. But he's saying, or she is saying, when are we going to understand that the coach is not the problem, but our players? He's still a problem, though.
The players are the problem.
It is our players. The players are our problem, but he's been a little bit of a problem too.
Yeah.
We mentioned two things already. His game management is not where it was when his first spell here, and he played a horrible non-style of play. Like it's you can put shit players in a formation and be effective. You can do that.
And also, like, I don't think he knows who his best players are, or
he has no idea.
Like, he has no idea. Like, and Arthur, he didn't see him because he was injured. He saw him and he's like, I cannot play with him. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, if you cannot work with Arthur, that's fine. Like, I get that. But we are 4 months in the season, 5 maybe.
Yeah.
You should be.
He had a preseason with him, so he had July as well.
Like, you know Betancourt, you had Betancourt. Like, you should know Rabiot by now. McKennie, like, former Kulusevski, like, you know Bernardeschi, you know Dybala, you know Morata, you know Keane, you probably know Chiesa, otherwise you're living on a different planet. Like, you should be knowing your players, and you should build something that can basically help you keep your job. And he, I don't know, like, the way he talks about players also gives you the, how do you want to call it? The impression that even he is thinking, like, should I play him or should I play Y or should I play X? Like, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Because he said Arthur is going to improve the quality of our squad, play one game and a few minutes, and he said, you're out. So, I don't get that. I don't know. Usman is saying,
I was going to say, let's play another hypothetical game because he's bringing up a bunch of coaches.
I'm not going to. Nah.
Let's play hypothetical. Say he gets sacked at the end of the year and whatever happens. What's a realistic coach that comes in?
No, if he gets,
I'm not saying fire the dude. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if, like what Mo says and Haneen says, we are out of the top 4 quite early and we don't progress out of the round of 16, they have to make a decision. Like, you're right. Like we're saying, who would come in?
So, if he gets sacked, everyone above him should get sacked with him. I'm sorry.
That's a good answer. That's exactly what I wanted
That's
to
it.
say.
And then we start over again. Because, like, you cannot sack another coach, and especially not the guy you sacked 4 years ago. Like, it doesn't make sense. If I'm Agnelli's cousin, who basically is the man who controls everything, I would say now it's enough. Like, it's enough. Like, there's no direction. What the hell are you doing? Like, I have no idea what you're doing off the field also. Like, what the hell is happening? We start completely all over again. Like, we're out of the Champions League. We start over again. Enough. Like, you cannot sack another coach. Like, and then we bring in, I see the chat, Zidane, Allegri.
Who wants to? Why would he want to come?
Yeah, why would he want to come? And secondly, what is the plan? Like, it's the same management. It's the same people making the same decisions. The same people who sacked their coach 4 times in 4 years and 4 seasons. Like, what? Like, this happens at Genoa. This shouldn't happen at
Palermo.
Us. Yeah, and we're coming from 9 winning seasons. Okay, last season not, but you know what I mean. Like, the drop off is insane.
Like, there's a massive cliff that we just jumped.
That's bad management. So I don't want to talk about it, because if that's the case, a lot of people need to leave with him.
No, yeah, I was gonna say the exact same thing. Like, Agnelli gone, has to be. Like, he has to be. Nedved gone. I love the guy. Nedved gone. Like, I think I might keep Cherubini just because he's fresh and new himself. But, like, oof. those other guys like Nedved and Yali have to go. If this is the case, and you bring in a stabilizer, you're gonna have to pay top dollar again for a stabilizing coach. That you thought Allegri was going to be that. So the new guy, who would be the president? Like that's crazy.
I don't know. He finds another cousin probably.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he has two eyebrows.
American is saying I'm against sacking another coach, but if it happens, I like a German coach. Like I don't specifically want a German coach, but I would
just a progressive mind
and someone. How do you want to call it? Non-Italian. That would be refreshing for once, because all of that. Oh, he understands the club, and like the things I got thrown about, like Bernardeschi's a leader. You should stay. I'm like, what the hell? Like that's not how you build a club. I'm sorry. Like that's not how you build a winning club. And someone said, oh, but look at Milner at Liverpool. I'm like, Milner is effective. Like if he plays, he's effective. You can see
he's 36 and still effective.
Yeah, you can see when he's on the pitch, he's a squad player. Like that's the definition of a squad player. Like he can do a job in a final against Real Madrid, no problem. He can do that and be very effective.
100%.
If we had that type of player, and you would say, oh, you need a contract for another 2 seasons, just to rotate and the morale, I would be like, yeah, because he can do a job. So yeah, like the all Italian thing, I've never understood that, to be honest. Like I'm not saying you shouldn't have Italians in the team. You're an Italian club.
Yeah.
And if you have that, you've seen Bonucci, Chiellini, Barzagli, Buffon at the back line. It's insane. But I don't want to say that's a fluke, but that's not happening that's not happening. Just look around. There are no, how do you want to call it, that talented of Italian players out there you can build a spine with.
Center backs. Yeah.
If you wanted to build a spine, you should have gotten Donnarumma. You have Locatelli. You have Chiesa up front. Like you can build an Italian spine. You've not done that, so move on. Like move on.
What was I gonna say about the German coaches? Or just I need a progressive-minded coach because the game's changing, and it's not. It's just you gotta attack players. You gotta attack teams now.
Yeah.
You just gotta attack. But it's like the NBA. The NBA went from 78 to 77 games. Now it's 130 to 125.
Yeah, but like the first season or the first 2 and the 2017 season, we did attack. Like we played
100%. Yeah,
we played a good football. Like, and I get we cannot play the same type of football because like the quality is not the same. It isn't. So if the quality goes up, I think it will improve. But then again, the last season when Allegri was here, he had a quality squad in my opinion, and we didn't play great.
He did.
Like we didn't. Like he had Cancelo, he had Ronaldo, Dybala, he had Pjanic. Like he had a quality squad, and we were kind of horrendous. Like we won the league, but in Champions League, like that Ajax game, away maybe not, but at home we had no chance. Like we had no chance at all. You can see it. Like after we took the lead with Ronaldo. Like the minute after, we were like, "Oh boy, what was happening over here?" And once it went 1-1, like we didn't touch the ball anymore. Like, it was insane. They were playing us off the park. Like we had no idea what was happening. So that's the flip side. Like on the one side, he can do that, but he hasn't shown that for 2 seasons.
Years.
Now? Yeah, years.
Another thing about the management and all that, or the upper management, I guess. So there's like the rumor of Carnevale coming in, and I am huge on too many people in the same room can't come to a same conclusion.
No.
So if so in that boardroom when you're signing players or trying to sign players, you're gonna have who? Agnelli, Carnevale, Nedved, Arrivabene, Cherubini. That's 5. And probably Allegri. Because apparently he gets say now or something, right?
Yeah.
That's 6 talking heads, 6 egos. You can't have that. You need 3. I think 3 is a good number.
Yeah, well we have
because then if it's 1-1 and then you get this deciding vote. You know what I mean? 6 different people having opinions in a discussion is too much.
Yeah,
it's too much. So Some people have to go. I'm sorry.
Dominique
Regardless.
saying Erik ten Hag will be my first choice. Yeah, he will be glad to
Everybody's
play,
first choice.
but he will be happy to play that type of football with our players. Like he will sack himself after day one in training.
He's gonna see Bentancur and say, "Wait, you're supposed to go forward, bro. What's going on here?"
You should take 1 touch on the ball, not 5.
Yeah.
Oh, if they show him the clip of Rabiot hitting the ball in the river,
Yeah.
away to Venezia, he's not signing anything.
Yeah. Hey, we get this really good French center midfielder. He's really good. Shows him one clip. What the?
Hanine is saying Nev is just there for vibes. I said it before, and people called me a hater or disrespecting a legend. Like he's there just for, like he's a puppet for Agnelli. He is. At the end of the day, he keeps a good relation with Areola. He is kind of PR-ish for the club.
Yeah, he is. He always talks to Daz and before, or whoever's doing the broadcasting the game. He always does the talking before.
Yeah. So yeah, Rabiot in the river versus Alexandro tripping on the ball for the biggest fail in the game. Lol. Yeah, I'm gonna
say Sandro. Yeah, okay, good.
Because I don't know, like he wants to back you, but he changed his mind, so he tripped. He tripped. I was like, in the first place, why did you want to backheel that pass? Like, we need a goal, and you're going backwards.
Do you think he actually knows what he was trying to do?
No, he was caught up in two thoughts, and like, he had no idea what he was trying to do. And it looked like Bernardeschi tripping over the ball, or Sturaro against Real Madrid losing the ball. Like that meme.
Yeah. So
also,
another
50
thing
people watching, only 32 likes. So get the likes up first.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Don't forget about our holiday giveaway. It's coming next week. Or I guess Sunday. So it's less than a week.
I think Monday.
Monday. Okay, so in a week. All right. Speaking about tripping over the ball and having some banter era memes. So everyone wants to get rid of Rabiot and Sandro because they do these type of things. But then I'm going to bring up your guy. Yeah, where's the Berna crowd for that? Where's the Berna crowd for that?
I know. I said it before. Like, there are different standards for different players. They should be the same. Like, some players are having 4 years and a half at the club and probably 4 extra years. Some players are not even, like, one player in particular is in his 2nd season at the club and his 3rd full season at the highest level, and he's getting torched left and right.
Yep, Kulusevski.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Kulusevski deserves at the moment to be first team or a starter. I'm not saying that, but the standards in how you want to call it, into judging players is completely different for some players.
Yep.
And Hanine is saying Bernardeschi is Italian. I think that's an issue. That's a thing because, again, I'm Italian. Okay, I'm born in Belgium, but you know what I mean. I don't care. Like, if you're not good enough, you need to. If you're Italian, you're Belgium, you're Dutch, you're German. I couldn't care less. Like, if you're not good enough, and also on Twitter, the people attacking me are mostly Italian. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I don't get that. Like, if you want to lower your standards, great. But if you're gonna hold players to certain standards, you need to hold every player to that standard. No excuses. Every player.
I think it's just a different kind of thing though, because we all say Rugani sucks. We all get pissed off when DeScilio plays. Like, why can't people just understand that Bernardeschi's not good either?
Yeah, I
or at least not for this team.
Yeah, no, he's not good enough.
Yeah.
Like, and keeping him on the bench, I will be frustrated because I know when he comes on, he is not making a difference. So it's kind of pointless.
And
for me.
Great point from Mo. I love the tell Juve thing, but the quality must be there first, and it's taking exactly what you said.
Like, if there's quality, fine. Like, if the club tells me we're gonna bring in Rovella's coming in. Oh, we are getting
Marco Verratti.
Or
pretend he's not hurt.
Or Barella wants to join us. We are taking him. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, quality. But if the club comes out and saying we're bringing in Acerbi to back up Bonucci, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Like, I don't care that he's Italian.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're doing. Like, Home of You saying Pellegrini is a true warrior, and with Zidane, this guy is gonna be a superstar. I don't know about that, but like, if Pellegrini keeps this trajectory, he can be a squad player, not the first choice, because I still believe we should do much better for the first choice.
Lucas
Left back.
Digne is the guy.
I said
Lucas
it.
Digne should be
I
the
said
guy.
in my yesterday video. Again, we are not getting him because he has a long-term contract with Everton.
Yeah.
But to bridge a 2-season gap, 3-season gap, and then you replace him with, because we have so many holes to fill.
Yeah.
And if you bring in Digne, he can do a job for 2 seasons, and then you can go out and bring in someone else. I will take that. I will take that because I understand we're not filling every position, starting position.
Yeah.
I get that.
Before we go to Vegeta's comment,
I mean,
actually, no, we'll go Vegeta's first because I remember the question from Bon. I think Bernardeschi is an okay as a sub player who can get 20 minutes. No, Bernardeschi is the guy who, when you're winning 2-0 or 1-0, you bring him on for defensive. For his attribute, he can run.
Yeah. He's not going to win you a game. He's not going to flip the game on his back.
You do not bring him when you're down 1-0. You can't bring him on when you're down 1-0.
No.
When you're up 1-0 and it's maybe against a Venezia or a top of the half table team, bring him on, sure. But why would you pay money for that kind of player? That's a very highly replaceable player with like a 19-year-old youth player. So don't spend the $3 million a year on Bernardeschi's wage. Let the 19-year-old kid do that. What's his name? The guy Mulazzi. That guy could probably do exactly what Bernardeschi does.
The guy you jinxed.
Yes, the guy jinxed can probably do the exact same job Bernardeschi does. And he probably makes $500K.
Maybe
not even. Why am I even saying that? No, he's a 19-year-old youth player. He wouldn't even make that much.
No, he's not making that much. Mo saying Everton owns us a favor for buying Keane back.
Yeah.
I think they will take advantage of us once again.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, they probably do owe us a favor. No, to be honest, Raiola owns us a favor.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Like he screwed us over. Hanin said even the Chile with 2 assists, and people wanted to say, I remember that this season when you had that game.
Yeah.
Remember those 2 game stretch?
Roma in the Champions League.
And people were saying, yeah, give him a deal. He can be a squad player. No, he cannot because he's never fit. Like he's not fit. He's not there.
Yeah.
Like goodbye. And until never. I don't care. Like I don't care where you go. Just don't stay at the club. If Allegri
go to Verona, just go to Verona.
Yeah.
Just make. Go ahead.
Jeremy Bula saying the same thing happens at United with Pogba, who's more criticized than Maguire, who sucks. And yeah, like the Pogba slander in English media is kind of, you know what I want to say. I don't want to call it, but you know what it is.
Yeah.
Like let's be real, it's insane. Like he dyes his hair, and people like remember which game was that? They lost. And he just came on for the Liverpool game.
The Liverpool game, he got a red card after 10 minutes or whatever.
And people were shitting on him. Like, I was like, have you watched the Maguire and Shaw giving away goals?
I was gonna say the game was way over. The game was way over before.
Like, and
Pogba even came on.
Pogba coming in, you think he, how do you want to call it? Has all intentions to go out there and make it a game. Like it was 4-0, dude. Like,
he should have started in the first place. Like, he already feels probably slighted at that point. Yeah.
You know what that is all about.
Yeah. Sorry, Bon wants. I forget his question now. Something about a coach. Oh, do we write Pochettino?
I've said it before. I'm not his biggest fan.
Yeah, he doesn't win enough.
No, but
he doesn't.
But also his in-game management is like Allegri's now at the moment. It's not good. Like I'm not his biggest fan. I've said it before. He's not a bad coach, but like for what he's earning, I think that's insane.
Yeah. So Dan Barilla is asking about the Band-Aid, and if he doesn't take his contract, who can we replace him with? He's signing his contract.
Yeah, he's signing his deal.
We're paying a piece of cloth about $10 million a year.
Because
and again, look whose shirt's behind me. I love him, but you know what, dude? He's
out for the next 2 games. He's not coming. He's out.
But why?
I don't get that.
Why? The injury report literally said he has no muscle injury.
Yeah, but he's not playing. And if I were Allegri, and you need to risk him because like you need him. Like it's clear, just risk him. Like Chiesa's back, you have a winter break. You need to take the risk, in my opinion. If it's
Yeah.
nothing, like if the only thing he can pick up is a slight muscle injury, you need to take the risk, in my opinion, at this moment in time. Like you're in no position to go away to Bologna and play Cagliari with Bernardeschi and Keane up top or Morata up top. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of sad to think about it. Just think about it. It's sad. Let me see.
You get it. So he's insistent on asking. Yes, but if he doesn't, who do we get? A younger player, a younger, durable player.
What do you mean? Oh, Dybala.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we said, we are not. I
Yeah.
don't think we're in a position to do that. Like we have so many holes, and then you need to replace, quote unquote, your main player.
Your project player.
Yeah, that's not gonna help us. Like we messed up. Like the contract situation, we messed up. That's the reality. Like we messed up.
Yeah.
So it's only fair that he gets his money now. I don't know. He's in control. Dan Barilo saying, but if he does, oh, that's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Stephanie saying he's such a great player. Too sad it's come to this. Yeah.
Yeah. 100% right.
Yeah, and Mo saying scapegoating Pogba all the time is a hobby in England. It is. I think that's why he wants out. He just wants out, and maybe he will take a pay cut. He just wants out of the country, in my opinion, because he shouldn't be getting the shit he's getting. Like some of the things he's receiving is ridiculous. Like
he's such a good player too, man.
Yeah.
Like,
and he can still do a job.
Yeah,
more than a job. Like if he comes, imagine he would join for some weird reason. We get the money. We have the money. Like he would be our most talented. Yeah, he would be our most talented.
He's our best player.
Like the how you want to call it, the change or the flip in quality compared to now would be off the charts. Like it would be insane, but it's not happening because we were broke. And like it's not gonna happen. We have no money.
No, Bond.
No, he's not Giuseppe Rossi. Like he's not that fragile.
Yeah. Is he still playing for
Spal?
Not Bari. Spal, yeah.
I don't know. We just signed. I don't care.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Couple more?
Home View was saying, last season Morata, Quadrado, Chiesa, Kulusevski, and Mikani were amazing, but now Allegri is ruining them with his terrible and boring playing style.
Not amazing.
Yeah, like Quadrado and Chiesa, I agree. But
the
other ones, I wouldn't say amazing. They were just okay. Like they did their thing.
Kulusevski was like fine. Yeah, McKennie was fine.
Yeah, McKennie was just new. It was different. Like, but at the moment we are missing McKennie, in my opinion. I'm not his biggest fan.
Yeah. 100%.
But we're kind of missing him. Maybe he would convert some of the chances. I think he's back. Maybe. I think he's back for the Bologna game. And let's say if he's back and he trained a full week, I think he will start. That's my hot take.
Yeah.
I think Allegri would pick him.
Probably.
We created a lot of chances. Remember when?
Stick him up front.
Oh no! Don't do that again. But how many times? Like we said it before. Like when Quadrado looks at the box, there's one player in the box. There. Just Morata. With McKennie, he's there. Like he's there around. So maybe that's gonna help this team and take the pressure out of Morata a bit. Because we know McKennie can get there. Like the problem at the beginning, at the start of the season, he was missing those chances.
Yeah.
And then he picked it up. Like he was becoming more dangerous. He scored those goals. And then like he went against Chelsea. I'm not saying he played a great game, but it was at least he was active. Like at least you can see him trying to make something happen. So that's why maybe, but again, it's desperation mode. But maybe he can convert some of those chances with his runs, because at the moment, like our midfielders, every time they need to take a shot, like even they are scared. Not just we. You can see they're scared to take a shot because it's awful.
They don't have the offensive awareness of when to properly go and take a shot. Like Rabiot shoots in the most inopportune times. Like, do you remember against Venezia, he took the ball and he just smashed one for like 25 yards out, but it was like, why are you shooting?
Yeah.
And he just smashed it over the bar. Okay, well, Are you gonna stay on longer, because I gotta go in like 5 minutes?
No, we'll wrap it up in 5 minutes.
Yeah. So rapid fire. Who are we signing in January? Just name 2 players. Doesn't have to be. Just name 2 players who we could potentially sign.
I have no idea. Maybe Zakaria, and that's it. Zakaria and Witsel, because I know they're available. I don't know. I don't know who's available.
Okay.
We're not linked with anyone, so
Okay.
I don't know.
And then home of Juve was defending Kulusevski, which I love. But again, he did score, or he did contribute 14 goals last year. However, his overall play wasn't stupendous. It was fine.
No, that's why I said stats are great, but like they're not everything stats.
Yeah.
They aren't. And people throw that at MFAs now with Bernadeschi, but no.
Oh yeah, Kulusevski's back. Good job, Hanin.
Yeah, he should be starting, of course. He should be starting.
Yeah.
Like we've seen
0 creative players available. Again, he better be starting.
And I'm not saying Kulusevski's gonna break open the games or he's gonna do what Dybala does. But he's probably the only player who could do that if he wants to. Other than that, nobody's doing that for us. So he should be starting. If he's ready to play, he should be starting, no doubt.
Yeah, and Jeremy's saying Icardi and Tchouaméni. Again, Tchouaméni available? Probably not. Icardi, that's a desperate signing, but it better be only a dry loan if it does happen.
Yeah, nothing more. No obligation to buy. Not even an option, because I'm scared if there's an option and he scores like 10 goals until the end of the season, the club will say, yeah, we take Icardi, let Morata
go. Yeah.
And we let Vlahovic move away. And then we're stuck with Icardi. I don't want that. No,
that's probably worst case scenario. Especially if Icardi gets the 10 goals and we're still not in the Champions League.
Yeah.
That is worst case scenario.
It is.
Do you want to end on this Italian Eagle last question?
Could you
see Pogba ever going back to Juve?
Not now. If there was no COVID, he would be at the club. I'm convinced about that.
Yeah.
But no chance.
A lot of trusted reports said that was the reality. That he would be a Juventus player had it been for the Pandy. So
if he's a free agent, we cannot compete with the money PSG can offer.
Real Madrid.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Real Madrid are going for him. They want Mbappe, and that's a lot of money.
That's true.
Free agency.
Yeah, that's true.
A free agent. So the only thing that can change that is him saying, "I will take a kind of big pay cut," but even then, I don't think that's possible for us. Like, I don't know how we can afford that.
If everything goes 100% according to plan, and let's say they happen to advance to the next stage of the Champions League, get a little bit more money, sell a couple of players here or there, and make top 4. Yeah, I could see it happening.
I don't know. Dan is saying Pogba will not go to PSG, but like money talks at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And Hanin is saying start Kulu on the wing or as a 10.
I would love for him to play as just like the inverted winger, or not inverted winger, but just like a tucked inside winger, like he's been playing the past 2 games he's just played. I would love to see that continue. I don't see him as a 10 per se, just because he might as well just stay on the right hand side anyway, because he's never going on the left hand side if he plays in the middle. So he might as well just stick in that position.
Yeah.
So I'll say winger.
Same. And Eagle Eye saying Pogba will probably go Chelsea or Real Madrid. PSG won't happen. He's not going Chelsea. Like, then he will say the menu if he's going Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's just sticking. Yeah. Like, he could have joined City. He didn't do that 2 years ago or 3 years ago when Mourinho was there. It's staying or it's Madrid, PSG.
Yeah. So with that, thank you everyone for joining today. We hit 50, so that's pretty sweet. Get the final likes in as I'm talking. As I'm saying all the closing stuff. Make sure you like the video if you haven't yet. Always remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps us. Stay tuned for our holiday giveaway. Like we've been saying this whole video or this whole show, it will be on next Monday. The winner will be announced. And click the bell icon to stay notified. And follow us on Twitter, as always. This week's going to be a little bit less hectic because there's no midweek game, so good for us.
Yeah.
we can have more talks about the future and signings potentially and all that and stuff. So yeah,
So
on behalf of Alejandro and myself. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, tomorrow probably no live show because we're gonna do a podcast probably, and it's gonna drop on Wednesday. So Wednesday there will be podcast and a live show. But let's see. Maybe I will do a solo live show before we record the podcast.
Okay. So yeah, follow us on all the Facebook or Twitter stuff. Yeah, you know it by now.
Yeah.
At Alejandro BZ, at Gennady151, at Justin Saforo, and at the Bianconeri Zone. Peace out. Forza Juve. Maurizio